Today we're talking about career. So, Brother Joshua, welcome to the show. So that you can try to explain and let everybody know what it takes for career, and you are into the music.
My name is Joshua Mayika, son of Africa. So married.
Okay.
Father of children, many. A gospel singer, a composer, a singer, a writer. That's.
What really inspired you into a music career?
In the beginning, when I started, I started very young about music. I loved singing. My mom was telling me when there's music when I was a child.
Welcome to ISO TV News, and my name is Helen. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our TV news, please do that. Just go on subscribe and go on the press on the bell button, and then you will be able to see whatever we post. So today we're talking about career, and I have my host on the show, and his name is Brother Joshua. So Brother Joshua, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. So Brother Joshua, today we decided to talk about career, and we thought of having you on the show so that you can try to explain and let everybody know what it takes for career, and you are into the music career, so we thought of having you, and we want to learn more about what happens in the music career. So first of all, Brother Joshua, I would love for you to tell us who is Joshua.
Okay, Joshua, my name is Joshua Mayika, son of Africa. So that's my nickname, son of Africa.
Okay.
So born in a family of 7, and where there's 3 boys, mains now, and the rest is the ladies.
Okay.
So married.
Okay.
Father of children, many. Many. Father of children, father of kids, many. And a gospel singer, a composer, a singer, a writer. That's me.
Okay, so well, our viewers, you've heard myself so that's Brother Joshua there. So next thing that I'd like to know is that what really inspired you into a music career? Or do you perhaps have somebody who's your role model, who has inspired you to get into the music career?
Yes, there's many, but in the beginning when I started, I started very young about music. I loved singing. My mom was telling me when there's music when I was a child, I was always in a movement.
Okay.
I was always excited when I listened to music, when the radio is playing or TV or something playing like music. I was attracted and very excited to it. But to go into a career, there's a musician called Kumatope. The Kumatope is a Congolese gospel artist.
Okay.
So that's really my role model number 1. So I've been listening to him, I've been working on his songs, and I even have a privilege to sing with him. So,
wow, that's awesome. I think I've heard about Kumatope.
Yes.
I'm one of his fans while I was still young as well.
Yes,
so I've heard about his music, and really his music is so powerful.
Yes, it's powerful.
Wow. So Brother Joshua, so from way back, I want to talk about your identity, because from way back where we come from, so we've known you by the name of Junior.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. So, and that's the identity that we knew about you. Yes. So now that you've changed identity, like you are known by Joshua, the son of Africa.
Yes.
So is there anything behind the changes of the identity, or is there any motive behind the Son of Africa name?
Okay, Junior Mayika Mawete, that's my real name, even on my ID or everything, my passport is Junior Mayika Mawete.
Okay.
And that's the name was given by my father and by my mother when I was born in a small town called Likasi in DRC Congo. Okay. Then when I started music, I still have the same name. And when we moved to Zambia, then that's where I started really my solo career. That's where really I started only doing music like professional. So then, but I started with groups. I started with groups. We had Chilo, and I'm also part of Lumbani Madoda.
Lumbani Madoda.
Yes, I was also in Lumbani Madoda, and I was also part of VOPI, so Voice of Praise.
Oh, Voice of
in
Praise.
Zambia. Also, I was also then Voice of Praise, and I also did a song with North Mid Assemblies. The song was called Nazaraki. Which also
I know about North Mid Assembly. Yes. That's Pastor Joshua.
Yes, Pastor Joshua.
And about the Voice of Praise, and that's from Christian Capital Center.
Yes, that's Bishop Ngulo. Yes. So that was my journey when I was into professional music. Then after that, I also did some singing with Ephraim. So when he was launching his concert, he was also calling me to come and help with backing up and all these things. So, and with Papa Bruno as well, we did a song for how do you call it, independence of Zambia. So I've been really in the professional music in Zambia. That's where really. Then I look at Junior. So Joshua came from a father of mine called Pastor Mark Kaluji. Okay. So we were praying. We're in a prayer. We're praying. Then after praying, then he said, "I see leadership in you." And Joshua was a great leader. So taking.
So you are Joshua.
So then he gave me that name as Joshua. Then he blessed me. That's where the changes
now. And what about the Son of Africa? Did it come from Ephraim? Because Ephraim is also known like as the Son of Africa. So did you get that from him?
Somehow no, but Ephraim was the Son of Africa even before me being the Son of Africa. But that Son of Africa really came when I was here in South Africa. When in South Africa, every time at church and when I'm at friends, when we want to sing some songs, I was always bringing like African types. You know, I love African music, so I was bringing different music. I was bringing African types of music and stuff. Then everyone said, "You love African music, especially my."
So I also wanted to get that because if you talk about Africa, are you only limiting yourself to Africa, or why not the Son of the World?
You are born somewhere, so so I cannot be a son of
the world. Okay.
But I belong to the world. I minister to the world.
Particularly,
I'm a son of Africa. Of that Africa is my father.
Okay,
so
I see that. But
somebody.
Yeah, because I had that question from one of your fans.
Okay.
Who seemed to be like, okay, he's your fan, but he's not from Africa. Okay. All the way from the USA, particularly in Houston, Texas. Okay. And he had the question for you. Okay, why a Son of Africa when you have fans all over the world?
Yes, it's just that I can be abducted also. You have a father.
So one question from your fan was like, he really wanted to know, so do you write your own music?
Yes, I do. I do write my own songs. I compose songs. Sometimes I do write. Sometimes I do dream some songs. A lot of songs comes to me by dreaming, singing while I'm sleeping. Okay. I really don't have a gift of writing a song, but I can still write the songs. But many of my songs are given songs, blessed songs. So are songs which I dream, and when I wake up in the morning and start singing it.
Okay, so you so sometimes you do write your own song.
Yeah.
So when you're doing the writing of your song, so where do you get your inspiration from?
Okay, many of my songs which is written, I get inspiration of the situations maybe I'm going through, or maybe in somebody's experience, because I've also have a lot of people coming to me looking for advice and counseling, and when you hear the story, then it touches you and you wanna express it to the world. You wanna write it in a song. You wanna tell the world that there's an example of a song which came like that, where my wife was 4 months pregnant. Then she had problems. We thought that she would have miscarriage. Then we went to the hospital. Then I was in the car. Then my spirit was saying, "It is well."
So that situation
inspired me. It is well, my son. It is well. Wow. Then that's where I started writing the song.
I believe that even the writer, the original writer of the song "It Is Well," he wrote that song during he was inspired by the situation that he was going through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So to the fan of Brother Joshua, wherever you are, if you're going to watch this program, I'm sure your question has been answered, because he really does some writing of his own music sometimes, and then he gets inspiration from the situations happening. Do you sometimes get inspired from the stories in the Bible?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely, we like gospel musicians. We are limited to the Bible. We don't go out of the Bible because it's a gospel music, so the gospel is the Bible. So we limited on our book.
Okay, so Brother Joshua, thank you. We're still going on with the questions. So the other question which I'll bring on is I have an observation with some gospel, with most of the gospel musicians. So with most of the gospel musicians, they never seem like when they are in church, they come to attend the service, then they never attend the full service. They never seem to attend the full service from the beginning to the end. Maybe they'll come in late, and then after the ministry, they'll leave. Is it because they have to attend other churches, or is it because they have other errands to run, or what is it?
Okay. I will speak on my own experience, because I've been there.
Yes, it can also be personal. Yeah.
Yes, I've been there. So I was like that also before. Sometimes when you're singing in front, I'm talking about my experience. We got a small church in a classroom, maybe. Then we sing, we're sweating. Then you want to go out and get some fresh air and have some water. Now coming back in, maybe you need to sit somewhere. Let me just relax outside. Then you miss the word. You're not listening what the preacher is saying. That's on my experience. Sometimes you go out, then you just decide to stay outside. On other experience, you got like 2 or 3 invitations. You have to go with your musicians. Then maybe you agree with the pastor that I'm coming, or minister, then I'll go somewhere else. Maybe sometimes this happen like that. You come, you minister, then you have to leave and go minister somewhere else. But mainly, what people say, mainly a musician doesn't listen to the word of God or the preacher.
Yeah, that's my observation. I've observed that.
I've observed that as well, which is not good. The service, it's the food, it's music, it's the word, it's the offering, it's all this what's happening in the church.
It's all part of
we have to be in there. But I've disciplined myself. Now if I've got an invitation, I need to stick to an invitation and go bless those people and listen to the word and get blessed. Maybe the rendezvous I had with God was on that day, on that place.
So do gospel artists have like the permanent church where they go to worship, like the place of worship? Do they really have a permanent place? Because sometimes they're found all over. So today you find them at this church, tomorrow do they really have like on your behalf? That can also be a personal question.
Definitely yes. A son needs to have a house. A son needs to have a father. Because we grow, there's a father who is shepherding us and growing up in in the work of God.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a father, you don't have a house, then no one's going to trust you. No pastor is going to trust you if a church owns their pulpit. So me, I've got a house. I've got a father. So I'm a worship leader. So at Common Ground Church, I'm a worship leader. I'm also a worship leader at Dominion International Church.
Okay.
So it's my brother-in-law. So
okay.
I'm also helping my brother-in-law, but it's also my house.
Okay.
So me, I've got a house and I've got a father.
Wow.
I've got a house and I've
wow,
got a father. And I encourage all
that's so awesome to hear about that. Yeah.
Yes. So I encourage everyone musician to have a father. I know it's sometimes what happens in the churches is the communication between worship leaders and their pastors.
Okay.
Because when you're a worship leader in a church, you under somebody authority.
Yes,
so
yes.
then when you move to ministry, when you move, you want to do your career in music, you need to communicate with your father, with then tell him what you're doing, so that you can have programs. You can tell him that what's happening. You need the agreement have to be there.
Yes.
Sometimes the agreement. Yes, communication.
It's very important.
It's very important. It's something I've worked on. Like I'm a worship leader at Common Ground Church with Pastor Andre Tambwe.
Okay.
But I've communicated to him that this is what I do, because a lot of shows or event of music I hosted in my church.
Oh.
All of them I've done it at Common Ground Church, because I've communicated and they know that I'm doing ministry of singing, and they support me, and the end of what I'm doing, and I'm free to go minister somewhere else, because I've asked that authorization to them.
Wow.
Even like right now, I'm with Dominion Church. I've communicated into my father. This is my brother-in-law. This is what I'm doing for now.
Okay.
They go ahead.
Wow. That's very good to know, and it's just an observation. I really wanted to hear it from you, so at least I've heard it from you. So if we talk about having a father, having a pastor in church, communicating, are you a pastor?
No, I'm not a pastor.
Okay, so you just a minister.
I'm a leader. I'm a leader. I'm a worship leader. I lead. But I also coach in music singing. I also coach, and I also help churches which want to grow with musically. Go help and give confidence to other worship leaders and give them guidance.
Wow.
So that,
okay,
but I'm not a pastor.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, so brother is not a pastor, it's just a music minister, because there's so many music artists, you see, when they get into the industry, they become musicians. The next thing that you see is that they have their own ministry. They are pastors. So I just wanted to know if you also you're
no, I'm not a pastor. But for the ministry of pastoring, there's a calling. So there's a calling for other fellows, other friends of mine who are pastors now. You always start somewhere, then you go to the pastor.
Yeah, because some artists, they feel like, so if they get into the music industry, they have that career of music, they think like, okay, so they are called to be a pastor.
Okay. I really don't have much comment on that, but what I think is maybe they are calling before.
They have double callings. They can have the calling of being a musician and being a pastor at the same time.
So maybe the singing was maybe a journey that God was taking them to bring them to a pastoral.
Okay, I see that. Okay, so thank you, Brother Joshua, for the answers that you've given me so far. So I know you being a musician, you always have a busy schedule. Yeah, so I just wanted to know, sometimes you do go to the studio to do your rehearsals, you've got concerts, you've got where you have to minister, etc. So I know you are a father, I know you are a husband, I know you are a brother, I know you are a friend to many people. So I just wanted to know, so how do you manage your timeline between family and career?
Yeah, it's a hard one, but with God grace we managing it. And,
Okay.
the first thing was I'm married to a woman who support my ministry.
Wow.
She's first of all my number one fan.
Okay.
So that's the blessing I have.
Yes,
to
that's
have
a huge blessing.
a wife, Julie Alumba Mayika. So she supported my ministry and she understand.
Wow.
So even before getting married, she knew already that I was in ministry. She was saying me here and there and there. So she had it on mind already that this guy is.
So she understands.
She understands all these things, my career, and she supports me.
Okay.
And with my family and friends, I started singing long time ago. I was very, very young.
Okay.
I think my first performance I was 14 years old, which I think I can remember.
Okay.
14 years old,
Wow.
and when I was 18 already, I was a worship leader. I was leading a band, which we rehearsing at home. So my family was used to this noise of me singing, having in and out musician coming in, and many of my friends, I can say at 90% are musicians. So yes, at 90%, either the musicians, either in the medias, so I've got many of my friends are musicians, and many of them are just around music.
Okay.
So God blesses
me
with.
Really understand.
So they really understand
your career and family.
Yes,
so I'm very glad that your family is very supportive towards towards your career, and that I'm sure that it's so easy for you to maintain your timeline between family and career, because first of all your family is very supportive to you. So Brother Joshua, any words for your fans out there?
So we're still we're working on something new. We're supposed to we did a concert last year, Nazayayo concert. So we're supposed to release the whole album, but which we couldn't.
Okay.
We promised to do it this year, but with the pandemic
and the lockdown,
and we stopped
everything to a standstill.
We stopped a lot of things, but we did not stop at full. We're still working undercover, which we going to bring a EP. I think a EP will be out very soon. We don't have the date yet because we just started working on it now, and with a lot of featuring. So we're featuring friends, we're featuring Philemon from Zambia.
Yes,
I'm also featuring Gabi from Rwanda. I'm going to feature also Tsepo from South Africa. So having
so it's a combination.
It's a combination of this,
all the artists coming.
So it's all about the Son of Africa.
I see now. That's why it's all about the Son of Africa, because it's all about Africa.
It's all about South Africa.
Yeah, but don't forget that you have fans all over
the world. It's Africa giving over the world.
Yeah, it's Africa giving over the world. So thank you very much, Brother Joshua. It's been a pleasure hosting you on this set, thank you for all the answers. And I'm sure we learned a lot of things from the answers that you were giving out. So it has been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
In everything that you're preparing to, in all the concerts that are coming up, in your albums, in whatever is new coming up. So I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Brother Joshua.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So to all our viewers, that was Brother Joshua. We were talking about career, and I'm sure you've heard it, all the fans all over the world, and to all our viewers just who tuned in, watching onto this program. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't yet subscribed to ESO TV News, please do so right now and press the ring button so that you will be able to get all the latest of our posts. I'm your host, Helen. See you next time. Bye bye.
God is who you are. Touching every heart, I worship you. I worship.